movie starting! Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Movie Starting podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris.
And I am your other host, Jeremiah.
And today we are joined by...
Charles Olson.
What's up?
Right. Hey, thank you for having me back. This is awesome.
God, we're just nothing but returns on
season
3.
I know.
That's all we're about.
You know, I mean...
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
You like us. You really like us.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I guess.
Just keep recycling.
Yeah, sure.
Be kind, rewind.
It works for Hollywood nowadays. Let's do it here. Come on.
It's a reboot. A soft reboot.
So what movie are we watching today?
Hackers.
I'm familiar with it. This is the one about the loogie contests, right?
Yes, based off of the scene from Titanic. It's got Leo DiCaprio. It's fantastic.
Oh my god. I can't wait.
Back then, he was just doing anything for work.
That's right.
He had to build up that CV.
Drugs cost money. In the 90s.
We are watching Hackers today, and I'm a virgin to this. So tell us why Hackers? What made you choose it?
I don't remember exactly the reason why I saw it in the first place, other than
You
I was
drunk?
a fan. Well, I'm sure.
Should we tandem it?
I don't know.
I used to work at a video store back in the mid-90s, and I was given the screener by my boss to watch so I could tell him how many copies we needed to buy for the store. And I brought it over to your place, and we watched it together.
Gotcha. Okay. But the thing is that the reason why I really liked it is because I'm a huge fan of a cyberpunk genre of games like Shadowrun and Cyberpunk 2020. So it's like, oh, cool, a movie about hackers, and I always liked the hacker concept in the game, so I was like, I know this wasn't necessarily that far-flung in the future, but it's like, cool, if I was ever playing those games, I liked playing the hacker style, so I wanted to see how this would be put into film, at least into our, at the time, mid-90s era, so I was like, alright, cool, and I was still hooked because it has enough of that cyber.
It's in there. It's just it's not huge. It's in there, though.
Yeah, it's got enough to keep my appetite wet for more. It was also the first film that introduced me to Angelina Jolie. I think this was her second or maybe third film.
The movie she made right before this was called Cyborg 2. And
yes,
I had seen that on video prior, and I was like, oh, is that the girl with the giant lips?
And starring Jack Palance and Elias Koteas.
Yes, and what's his name? Billy Drago.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Didn't even get Van Damme to come back.
And this has become one of my guilty pleasures.
It hasn't aged particularly.
No,
well, this is also when the internet is still fairly new to a lot of households.
That's the thing. Is like back then, it was like Tron. It was way ahead of its time. Like it saw that things were going to happen, and it took advantage of it, and it beat everyone else to the punch.
Because I remember when we were in high school, it was all just chat rooms.
Yeah.
When you boot up onto the internet.
The first time I ever was in a chat room was when I was hanging out with you and Roxanne, and we were in that Star Trek chat room, and I was sitting there going like, I like the
this is even before this is pre-social media.
Oh my god, pre-social media,
like in its infancy type of thing.
Yeah, this was like how you said it was with Tron. This is what Hollywood imagined, like what hackers did.
Definitely not what it looks like.
No, because when you see what it looks
like on the screen when people are doing the hacking, that is not.
I've actually heard like there is like this sort of weird evolution of like how you have Tron, which is kind of like one of the first hacking movies. Then I know this movie, which things that I'm not as familiar with, but have heard enough about like, oh, this kind of did it, but didn't really hit it right. And then from what I heard, even though it's not a good movie, from what I understand, like Swordfish did apparently a really good job of showing what hacking was.
I would definitely say Swordfish did a better job.
Yeah.
Yes, much.
Yeah. But the thing is, this movie is not bad. It's awesome.
Yeah. I love this movie. I still love this movie.
Well, the thing was, I remember I wanted to see it in the theater when it came out. It was released a week after Mortal Kombat, and Mortal Kombat owned my life back then.
Yeah.
It still owns your life now.
You have a game over here.
I have an arcade cabinet.
Yeah.
But no, the thing was, it was like that movie. Like I would see it like every week, and I was just kind of like, hacker what? Which is why when I was given the screener, I was like, oh yeah, I kind of wanted to see this. Let's do it. And the thing that really gets me now is watching it in widescreen. I'm like, wow, how did I like this movie when I was watching it in pan and scan? Because you miss so much stuff.
Yeah.
Now I'll point things out that I was like, what the fuck when I saw it in widescreen for the first time. Yeah. Anyway, should we get going?
Shall we begin? I think so.
For about 5 minutes.
Let's hack into this, Blu-ray player.
Hack these nuts.
Yeah. Oh.
Hack the planet, baby!
We're watching the Shout Factory Blu-ray, but I'm assuming it's streaming.
Yes, it's currently on Prime Video.
So we have the movie queued up to the company logo. I'm pressing play now. God damn!
Big lion roar.
They used that really to roar from Poltergeist.
In case we didn't say, this was from 1995.
Oh, yeah.
Directed by, I think it's Ian. Is that how you
Ian,
pronounce it?
yeah.
Ian Softly?
Like Ian or Ian.
Yeah, in the documentary they're calling him Ian.
Okay.
Ian Softly. The movie he did before this was called Breakbeat. About the Beatles.
Wait, Backbeat.
Backbeat.
Yeah,
Backbeat.
and with Stephen Dorff as the fifth Beatle.
Yes.
Yeah.
The fifth Beatle. Wasn't Eddie Murphy?
Oh my god!
Oh, shit. But no, well, this is also I think Matthew Lillard's
this
first.
is important. This is important.
Oh. Harry Potter's in this movie? What was that?
That was a Hufflepuff.
Oh. Well, I guess he looked more like Ron Weasley, but...
Yeah, true.
Bitch.
Well, it's in, technical.
Hey, last movie you saw me in was The Keep.
Was that the...
That was the girl that was hanging around with...
Scott Glenn?
No, the other one.
Ian McKellen?
Ian McKellen.
Okay, like his daughter or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
I have a copy of it over
And
there.
it literally has, hey...
She's in jail now!
Who's that?
That's William H. Macy's wife.
Oh, Felicity Huffman.
Felicity
Oh my
Well,
god, that
actually,
is!
I don't think she's in jail. I think she actually worked at a deal where she's probably like...
No, she's
under
doing
house
like 30.
arrest.
No, she's doing like 30 days.
She actually just got out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Okay,
she
30
got out
days
for
on-
good behavior.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because she fessed up to it, unlike Aunt Becky, who's lying.
Berets and
Oh, yes.
So it's so
90s.
so gauche.
Ed Furlong hair.
Oh my god, yes.
That's a lot of grease. Divorced.
What's a
Yeah.
touch-tone
Yeah.
telephone?
Yeah.
What is that? What is it?
Touch tone phones don't exist anymore.
Okay, so the one thing I will point out about this movie that is one of the many awesome things about it is the fucking soundtrack.
Yes.
Who did the soundtrack?
No, the songs.
Oh,
It's
okay.
yeah.
This
There's
song,
there's
and
a
the funny
little
thing
bit of
is, I
score.
brought this up. Yeah, there's score. It's by the guy who did the music for Hardware
Okay.
and Lord of Illusions. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. But the funny thing is, I mentioned this came out the week after Mortal Kombat.
And it has
This song was also used in Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then another reason why
Did MGM also produce Mortal
No,
Kombat?
that was Blue
Okay.
Line.
Okay.
his name was just on the other reason that I fell in love with is Matthew Lillard.
Lillard.
Yes. He is just really psycho in this movie.
Okay, yeah,
he's
so-
very crazy, and I'm like,
Matthew
that's
Lillard
the
playing a psycho?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah, a year later, he actually played one.
yeah, and I was just like, hey, that's the guy from Hackers, and like, oh, this guy's great, and
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 Serial
then you saw
Mom and-
Scooby Doo.
yeah, and then he's well,
was
he was
gonna
part
say,
of
then I
he
saw
was the
In the
part of the
Name of
reason
the
why I
King.
went to see Scooby
And
Doo.
then I saw In the Name of the King, and it all went down.
Yeah.
But the thing was, on the documentary, they have like interviews with like a lot of the filmmakers and the cinematographer and the costume designer, and all that. You know how many actors were interviewed for the movie for this? 2.
Wow.
Oh,
One of them was Fisher Stevens, and the other one was Matthew Lillard because he ain't doing shit. And he actually says he knows how fucking over the top he is. He goes, "This was one of my first movies." He goes, I was thinking that energy made people enjoy things."
Yeah.
And he goes, I didn't realize I came off as a fucking psychopath.
yeah, but he's great. He is just so great.
I love this fucking shot though. Not this shot. It's coming.
Because you love this shot, but not this shot.
No.
It's
This upcoming shot. How about that? It's right after the reflection. It's right after this shot.
the transition
Yeah.
shot you're talking about.
Yes, this.
Yeah,
This is awesome right here.
yeah. This is also very reminiscent of Tron.
Yeah.
This specific shot.
Oh, yeah, right there.
I love that shot. That's just cool. How did they match the speed of a helicopter shot? That must have taken fucking forever.
Or coders, you know.
Yes.
That's real. They were talking. That's a real thing that they built. That's no CGI.
That's cool. That's cool. Yes. I want to say that's like the equivalent of like an Apple or something. The computer he's working on now.
It looks good. Amstrad CPX.
I mean, it's so.
I think
Because it looks like a fucking
laptop.
window unit.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
It
monitor.
looks like
The
a
monitor is a
laptop.
window unit. A window AC unit.
So just if you haven't figured it out yet, this movie takes place in New York.
But it was probably filmed in Canada.
Yeah. Eddie Vedder from accounting.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know.
That's about as bad as fucking was it that Generation X pilot that they tried to do on Fox, where they're like,
oh my god, way back. Oh, jeez, I remember
Officer
that one.
Hootie
Is that
and
the girl,
Officer
the girl
Blowfish.
whose arms would, the guy whose arms would stretch and all
skin
that.
and
Yeah.
And that one girl whose musculature could change at any moment.
And there was somebody else that was supposed to be, like, then Jubilee and Emma Frost were supposed to be like, really the only, well, and Banshee were really the only, like, sort of recognizable.
Yeah, because Emma Frost, I think, was from Dynasty at that point or whatever.
But no, like that. Like, talk about another thing and it was probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it was even wasn't inspired by this to some degree, just because of the whole like I'm Officer Hootie and this is Officer Blowfish.
It was another sign of the '90s that it was all that the kids were smarter than the adults in all these movies, and adults were just too.
And this, of course, is clearly trying to appeal to Gen X.
Oh, totally. Come on, he's wearing sunglasses inside in the dark.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's Donald Trump.
He's so edgy.
It's Donald Trump. The guy's spouting racist rhetoric bullshit.
Yeah.
It's Donald Trump.
Fake news, okay?
Yeah. Alex Jones before there was Alex Jones.
Make America great again.
Yeah.
No, don't.
Oh. This is just like that scene in Rogue One. Where they
Look for Stardust. Because that's me. And I'm curious because it's like, okay, he just managed to change the actual show being played.
Why not play porn?
Are you telling me that there's not other people watching this station that are now immediately calling
It's supposed to be
someone?
like 3 in the morning.
But still, I'm like, yeah, even then, I'm like, how long would it really last anyway? And again, here comes my link to, like, Shadowrun and Cyber. Like, they didn't use their real names. They had these hacker handles that was like, oh my god, it just...
Oh, look, look, it's texting language.
Oh,
it's lead speak.
Lead speak.
Before it was lead speak, before there was a term for it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed. Did she ask him to follow the White Rabbit?
This is a good movie for, like, a precursor to EDM.
Yeah.
Has some good techno-ish type music thrown in.
Well, this movie introduced me to, like, The Prodigy and Underworld. And,
Oh, yeah.
Fluke. But the thing was, it was in the documentary that everyone who saw the movie, like, loved the soundtrack.
Yeah.
They never released one.
Yeah, they did.
No, at first.
Oh,
They didn't
okay, so
release
I
one.
got the soundtrack.
No. Remember we were looking for it forever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The thing was, there was such a high demand after the movie hit video that they were forced to release one.
Ah, okay.
Go and hang out with Ewan McGregor. How about that?
Yes.
And the reason I wanted to see Trainspotting in the theater was because he was in it.
Jonny Lee Miller.
But apparently Trainspotting was made before this.
Yeah.
It was released
Really?
in England before it was released here.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then this came out first, and then because of the popularity of this, they released that. They weren't planning on releasing Trainspotting here originally. Hint that they're shooting in Canada. She's Canadian. Look at that Coke bottle. That's a Canadian Coke bottle.
I just thought that was supposed to be New Coke.
Nope, that's a Canadian Coke bottle. The real
Wow.
thin ones.
No. It's probably like
Oh yeah, because
Vancouver or
they all do
something.
their liters because everything's in liters.
Liter cola.
Yeah, liter cola. What's a liter of cola? Oh, she looks
Mommy's
angry.
upset.
Hooked it up to the phone, didn't you? Jay, turn the shower off.
But I got
I was
soap
gonna say,
in my
like, what would
eyes.
Ferris Bueller say at a time like this?
Yeah. He'd be singing Donkashane.
Heartfelt moment.
I'm sorry we had to move in your seat.
Sorry?
I didn't want to sell the house, but I had to take a switch off. You know
Ah, my eyes.
Yeah.
you're going
director is just like, keep your eye open, Johnny, keep your eyes open.
They made sure to get
By the
no
way,
more tears.
New York,
Yes, back to
and poor taste in the background there. Come on.
too soon.
1995.
Remember there was some movie where they did like not too long after it happened, like they edited out the
Wasn't it
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
It was
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
that's what I thought. It was the Sam
they
Raimi
had,
Spider-Man.
they had to remove that trailer from
Yeah.
theaters.
Yeah.
because of the web. Yeah.
Oh, rollerblades. Right
Well,
when
that
they
was-
were
that was the
right
thing,
when
like,
they were taken off.
On the documentary, they were talking to like the guys who were like the hacker consultants, hacking consultants, and they were just kind of like, yeah, everything they were doing was pretty accurate to what was real. He goes, except those rollerblades. What the hell was up with that?
Yeah.
Like, we don't use that shit. He's like, we use the subway like everyone else. Hey, I was in Dangerous Minds that came out 3 weeks before this movie did.
Don't forget Con Air.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, I only ever seen him in
Well, the
Con
thing
Air.
is,
That's
like, you
it.
see,
Yeah.
he's very flamboyant and
Yeah.
kind of effeminate in this movie.
Yeah.
But you watch him in Dangerous Minds, and he's playing like a gangbanger.
Yeah.
Well, then he was also in. I remember him being in Daylight with.
Oh, I forgot about
with,
that.
was
That's
Stallone?
a movie.
yeah.
That movie was so bad.
That's where I had to be fighting. I'm trying to fight this tunnel from caving in. You know.
There's water everywhere.
Hello, lips.
This is my kryptonite. Yeah, that's the thing. That's how I recognize her. Because I didn't recognize her because she cut all her hair off. But I was sitting there going like, oh, those lips. I know those lips. And they said she intentionally wanted to look androgynous in this movie. So she,
And it-
when
yeah.
she
The tits are a
auditioned,
dead giveaway, though.
was it, yeah.
But it's a,
Well, the
it's a
thing was,
very
like, they-
David Bowie-ish look,
Yeah.
I would say.
They said when she came in for the audition, she still had like her really long hair, and then she actually like cut it off in front of everybody. And they're like, oh, "What are you doing?"
I'm surprised she was never approached to be a Vulcan on Star Trek.
She looks it.
She could totally pull it off.
But you know what? That was the thing was when Enterprise started, I thought it was her at first.
Right.
Playing
Yes.
whatever her fucking name was. I cannot remember. I did not like that one very much.
Oh god, I just thought of the Patton Oswalt joke of like the what's his face talking to George Lucas, where he does the you like Angelina Jolie? Yeah, I love her. Well, here's John Voight's nutsack.
Oh, jeez.
That's the same thing.
And then
Nice backpack.
watching this yesterday, I picked up something in this that I never picked up before. I'm surprised I never did.
Oh,
bring it
you
up.
just got
I'll
punked.
bring it up later.
I love how he's supposed to be a high school kid, but he's clearly like 20
Got
fucking
stubble. He's
5.
clearly
Yeah.
got stubble.
Yeah. He was held back.
Yeah, he's a super senior.
Ugh.
I always love that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You found the pool.
People were doing that on calculators when we were in high school. Those graphing calculators. That's like her
Like on
headshot.
her audition
That's
headshot.
her
I was gonna
headshot.
say, I'm like, because that never ever looked anything like her.
That's not his headshot. You don't want to look that bored.
Yeah.
He's just like, I want your stick.
That's right.
So, what's your interest in K-Living? Academic, purely sexual? What's up, man? I'm the freak. The phantom freak?
And that's something I did not even know when we saw this. What
Yeah.
freaking meant.
Nope, had no clue. It wasn't
He's
until much
a different
later.
kind of hacker. He's not a computer hacker. He's a phone hacker.
Oh,
Yeah.
And when you're a phone hacker, you're
And
a
they'll
freaker.
they show an
him do
example
it.
of it.
Yeah, they show him do it, but they never tell you that freaking is phone hacking. They never
Yeah.
tell you why he called himself that.
And that guy can't wait to star in Swim Fan.
Yeah. Clock stoppers.
Because I was gonna say, wasn't that the kid that was on?
Yeah, Jesse Bradford.
Okay, that was what was the Boy Meets World? Was that the best
No.
friend?
No,
Oh, that's
no,
someone
no,
else.
no.
Okay,
That's the guy that was in Cabin Fever.
I never saw any of those
You
movies.
don't want to watch him. Doctor,
But it's Joey.
Doctor Doom.
Here he is.
So this is the first time I ever
The
heard Underworld.
superhero of this movie.
Yep. And they said
Steals
that
every
he
scene
ad-libbed-
he's
he
in.
ad-libbed, I think, everything.
Gallagher?
Yeah.
Compilation tape, my own making. I call this the greatest Zooks album, featuring artists like I got some Hendrix.
It's gonna be a total scream, baby.
Yeah.
Cass, Belushi, all great artists that are fixated on their own vomit.
You can't get it in stores.
So is this before or after Serial Mom?
After.
Okay.
Because I remember when we saw this, I recognized him, but I was just kind of like, he
Yeah.
was a nobody at that point.
Yeah.
This is freaking.
And they tell you later on what he just did.
Yeah.
They describe it to you, but they still don't tell you that it's called freaking.
Yeah.
Which makes no, but like his name makes no sense unless they would have told you that.
And, this is one of those things that's like, being the little suburban boys that we were.
Yeah.
And this is obviously, it's in New York, but it's obviously supposed to be like a downtown area. It's like, I wanted to find a place like this.
Well, it's kind of. This looks like the the Foot Clan hideout from.
Yeah, totally.
You ain't kidding.
Yeah.
So soon, Sam Rockwell is gonna show up and try to recruit you.
Oh my God, yes.
Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell's in.
It's
Ninja
on the
Turtles
corner
1,
of
yeah.
Laird Street on, was it Eastman Island?
Eastman Island, yeah.
Yeah, that's Sam. That's future Academy Award winner Sam Rockwell in fucking Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
For a good 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a prototype version of Wipeout for the
Yes.
PlayStation.
Yeah.
And they even have the Sony logo.
Does it try to fight with my English accent?
I'm American.
That was the thing, was when I saw Trainspotting, I had no idea that he was fucking Scottish. That's a green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's bad green screen, but, back in the
That's the best
95, that
95
was
had
like,
to offer.
yeah.
Don't forget, back in 95, computer stuff was still pretty new.
True.
We'd only seen
Yeah.
movies with them in there like all the time for maybe like
Because
2 years.
Jurassic Park was
93.
still, I was
Yeah.
about to say, Jurassic Park was probably the best we'd seen at the time.
Because TT didn't even come out until 91. That was really
That
the
was 91.
first. Yeah, it was really the first one that really used like the most CGI that had been seen on screen.
I just want to point out that is not how Wipeout plays.
No, yeah, it's not.
The cars were, the track looked it, but all the things that you had to do to
It was all
progress
made
was...
spec- yeah.
Okay, here's one of those widescreen moments. In the pan and scan version, all you saw was Dade and half of Freak's face.
Yeah.
So when he turns around and says this thing to Joey, you never saw he was standing there, so you know what the fuck is going on.
Just made an enemy for life.
Right here.
Yeah.
Boy meets world. Let's go.
You don't even
It's like,
see him.
yeah,
You don't know who the fuck
who
he's
the hell are you
talking
talking to? And it's, yeah.
Fucking Ben Savage showed up for She's pretending that's her brother.
Oh.
For all we know, it actually is.
Maybe she's thinking about Billy Bob Thornton. She's like, got a vial of blood for me.
He loved a woman who wasn't clean.
Just looks slick all day.
There's a lot of really good
I love,
quotes.
yeah. There's
Like
just,
the lingo in this movie still, I think it's still good.
and anytime Joey gets yelled at, whenever
Yeah.
Freak gets pissed, like, Joey?
I'm gonna smack the shit out of you, okay?
Yeah.
Stop letting your mama dress you, man. You're hopeless.
She really should have worn that helmet. I mean,
I know,
on
right?
His shoulder was kind of counterproductive.
Let's do some late night hack.
Most of the time, we're just watching porn. Like, was the Pornhub around back then?
I wouldn't have been
I don't even
surprised.
think they probably hadn't even uploaded videos yet. It was probably just all pictures, and you couldn't tell if they were fakes or not.
Yeah.
I remember the internet back in '95.
Yeah.
I think the first time I ever used the internet was in '94.
Like, what was the, oh god, what was it, Jenny TV or whatever the fuck it was, where that was like that college student girl that just literally just had a live cam in her apartment the entire time, and like she made money off of it. Like that was like the first time.
Oh,
Just like
yeah.
Jenny cam or whatever the fuck it
Yes.
was. Yeah. Oh, boobs.
Yep.
And boobs. Oh, the black's kind of drowning it, but from what I understand, I don't have to wait too much longer.
No, it's
No,
coming.
there's
It's
a...
coming. And it's in rapid fire succession almost.
Yeah. Cause it's during...
I love this.
well,
Like, the movie's, like, really well cast. I mean, like, everybody's fun to watch.
Yeah.
God gave men brains larger than dogs so they wouldn't hump women's legs at cocktail parties. Ruth Libby.
I'm not so sure your mother qualifies as a significant author of the 20th century.
The last book sold 2 million copies.
I love it when they show you what the name of her mother's book is.
Oh my God,
it's
yes.
the funniest fucking thing ever.
Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection. Starry dynamo, sheer in the night. That's Ginsburg. Nice, very nice.
Love how in
Here we
like a
go,
matter
here we
of
go.
minutes though.
In his class.
He said, "Give me time."
He's not enrolled in his class.
Well, he's
And again, you're in New York and you got a guy sitting there with just like a vest on?
Yeah.
Really?
Hip. It's hip. It's a hip
But
school. It's a
I
hip
don't
school.
care. This isn't Fame.
It's gonna last forever.
Oh my God.
lost
Ugh.
the most.
The thing that kills me is like, okay, she wrote that up on the board in a matter of seconds, and look at all the intricate design.
Yeah. I
know,
and,
right?
Like, that exclamation point.
You, however, are not on my list. Whoa, this isn't woodshop class?
Yeah, he said that the ponytails that he have are a weave.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah, he goes, I had long hair, but not long enough to do that, so they had to, like, weave extra hair into it to make it look like I had real ponytails.
Yeah, I love him in every scene he's in. He's the best.
Yeah, he steals every scene he's in. Canadian Coke.
Yeah.
Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
We made somebody special?
No, very special.
Okay, I gotta get back to work.
Those Canadian Fritos too.
It's Canadian Joy in the back.
Oh,
Anything else? You want me to mow the lawn? Oops. Forgot. New York, no grass.
Don't forget to put chalet sauce on everything. Yeah, it would have been cool if there was like a. I mean, obviously there probably would never have been around us.
No.
But a place like this to hang out at would have been kind of neat. But the thing is, like, how do you make money when you're not selling alcohol?
Yeah. Because I mean,
Because these kids obviously don't have money if they're bringing
Right.
in McDonald's.
right, and it's because they're all supposed to be high school. It's
Yeah.
not like it's not like they're gonna be 21 or
It's
anything.
like it's like that club in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show that was
Cafe
like,
Blase or whatever.
No,
Oh, the
it was
movie. Yeah.
like the Bronze. It was
Okay.
like the nightclub that all the high school kids could go to. But it was just kind of like, where do all these kids get all this fucking money? No one in this town has a fucking job. No one in the group, the core group of characters from Buffy the Vampire Slayer had a job. But they had all this money to go over there and hang out and drink not drink, but like drink fruit punch and shit.
Luscious orange. Computer security criteria, DoD standards. Pink shirt book, guide to IBM PCs. So-called do the nasty pink shirts that I wear on the cover.
Okay, is that supposed to be ketchup?
But in the
that
center,
little- that little thing in the
with
center of the
tomato,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised. Like a little holder of
Yeah.
ketchup packets.
NSA Trusted Networks, otherwise known as the ugly red book that won't fit on a shelf.
Yeah, but like, how do you get those things? NSA, National
Also-
Security Advisor, or
knows people.
whatever. Like those, yeah.
Also, it's like, why wouldn't he just have, if he's a big computer guy, why would he have the hard copies of those? Why wouldn't he just have them on some sort of file, like electronic file?
Back then, everything was in
Was-
kilobytes.
Right, yeah. And we had the floppy disks.
Yeah,
the
we
little
had the floppy disk.
And this is
And
post.
then, oh, dude, you were going to see a lot of 3.5 discs.
Yeah, as I was gonna say, it was
You're going to
3.5
see a
discs
lot.
compared to the other ones.
So flash drives, and we're some
Yeah.
of that, like,
Zip,
what is this?
zip drives weren't even a thing yet.
No.
Like, what is this, you devil?
Backwards culture these people are living in.
Rich.
How did they make it day to day?
Is there a guy with a Devo hat in the back?
Probably.
I think it's supposed to be just a knit cap.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
knit cap, yeah.
Stupid, man. It's universally stupid.
You guys always think I should know everything. You never tell me anything. All right. All right. What are the 3 most common used passwords? Love, secret, and sex.
Fuck, he's got my password.
System operators love to use.
Although I end it with
Oh,
81.
there's something I have to point out here that the amount of times I've seen this movie, I have never picked up on it, and I picked up on it in the documentary.
Okay.
And I'll point it out when we get there. But it's like, how did I not notice this thing? But it's probably pan and scan.
Gotcha.
Ain't no way, man. Security's too tight.
When does he start playing with his fucking nipples?
Matthew Lillard.
Yeah, he does that one
right
time.
around here, I want to say. Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh.
Was he channeling Jason Mewes? What the
Kind of, yeah. Joey.
I thought they do in this movie is pick on him.
Yeah. It's like, why do you hang out with him if you can't stand it?
Somebody's got to be the
It's like a
load.
bunch of seniors hanging out with a freshman the way they treat him, you know.
By the way, actually, another cool
I think
cyber
it was-
noir info tip was they call the big computer in this a Gibson. They called it
William
that because
Gibson.
it's William Gibson who made the book
Neuromancer.
Neuromancer.
Wrote Johnny Mnemonic.
Yeah.
And sidebar, Matrix.
There, he's playing the Game Gear.
Matrix really
That's
did
what
rip
it was
off.
that I never noticed.
Oh, the Game Gear?
But
Yeah.
Penn Jillette's sitting there playing the Game Gear.
But back to Gibson and Neuromancer is that book was also heavily ripped off by the Matrix.
Yes.
Yes.
So was Shadowrun.
Yeah.
Very true. Yeah. It got very.
Shadowrun got ripped off by the Matrix. Because wasn't the Matrix called the Matrix?
Yeah,
Shadowrun?
I mean, yeah, the
Well,
actual
they-
the internet in that is called the Matrix. Like, when
Yeah.
the movie The Matrix came out, I was like, oh my god, it's a
Shadowrun
Shadowrun
movie.
movie. This is
No,
awesome.
no.
And I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, I mean, that was the only real link. Excuse me.
Yeah, the Matrix is like it's part anime, because like the way the fights are and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Like whenever they land, they do that superhero land thing.
Yeah.
That was right out of Ghost in the Shell.
Totally.
Well, you go back and you look at.
Oh my God! Where's Teller?
Yeah, Penn Jillette.
Yeah.
Pre heart attack or pre heart
Pre-heart
attack.
attack,
Like
Steve
he's
Stahl.
Well, they said that
Yeah.
at I guess not too long before they started making this movie, he was like already into the internet.
Yeah.
And he was talking. No, he was talking on the documentary too. So they had 3 actors.
Nice.
He said that he had started this thing where if you could hack into this system that he had set up at his house, he would buy you something or something like that. And
I would
that
buy
was-
you a ticket to my show.
No, it was like he would give you something. I can't remember what it was, but it was something like it was worth having that would make people want to try it. But he like already had all these like antivirus things set up and all like
Yeah.
all this security and all that, which is why they wanted him to be in the movie was because
Yeah.
he was like pre hack. He was a hacker before there was like a term
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
But no,
Like,
it's
it
like
just makes sense to have this in the movie.
But
He's
no,
like he's
he's-
been into computers longer than anyone else.
Penn Jillette. Like I don't know if you've seen him lately. Has lost like so because I got
Yeah,
his
he had
heart
to, he
attack.
had to.
Yeah, and he doesn't. In my opinion, it's like I appreciate that he's making himself better, but it's like
Yeah.
he actually looks kind of sickly
Yeah.
to make himself look better.
Well, it's kind of Kevin Smith, sort of the same way. Like
Right, but
like,
I
That's
mean,
what
he
Kevin-
looks
I'm
so
saying.
but
I'm
Kevin
wondering
at
if
least-
Kevin Smith had that fucking surgery or not.
Yeah.
No.
To remove all those flaps.
No, yeah.
no,
They're allowed 3.5, and he's using a Mac.
yeah.
Oh, Judge Dredd. Or 2000 AD reference, if you want to get
Yeah.
technical.
Oh, hackers use skateboards all the time. Apparently.
That's right.
No.
Number Johnny 5.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
The most
totally.
racist portrayal of a person in a movie ever.
Well,
Really?
remember-
Not counting John Wayne as Genghis Khan?
I never saw it.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Genghis Khan, Pilgrim.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so bad.
But
Who,
or
like,
even-
seriously, like who thought that was a good idea?
Well, and also what year that was mid '80s, and then there was Soul Man with C. Thomas Howell.
yeah.
and
That was the whole point of
blackface.
that. That was the whole point of that movie was like the fact that he stole it from people. He
Yeah,
stole,
but still,
he stole
oh
that
my god.
scholarship.
also, but we, from our podcast, we also know that Fisher Stevens has a history of playing different ethnicities that are not his own. Remember my
I
science
think
project.
the only movies that you can see him in where he's playing his real ethnicity is this and The Burning. Why did they have to use rubber fucking?
Here.
Yeah, I thought we both had the same idea.
Flip, flip, flip.
No, it's not. The pocket.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's that monster.
Mom?
Yeah. Are you serious? Just power down without doing the buttons? Oh my god!
Now used to have to wear one of those at the limousine place I worked at.
Kind of looks like it almost looks like he just took his costume from Super Mario Brothers and wore it on set.
Not necessarily sure why you had to have it sitting straight up in the box, but okay.
Not really.
And this always made me laugh. Is like the guy behind this door played a real badass in The Crow.
Yes.
And here he's playing this huge dork.
Yeah.
Is it T-Bird from The Crow?
No, not T-Bird.
Or not T-Bird, Tintin.
Yeah, Tintin.
Yeah.
Never heard of you. Done anything?
Lawrence Mason.
I love this line here.
Yeah.
What? Your mom buy you a pewter for Christmas?
Sure, man, he's a lead.
And he's cute.
11337.
Oh.
Night King. Can I crash your place tonight? Again? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's like, I don't know how...
Okay. Time War.
Yes.
Time War.
You look in the back, watch the TV.
Okay.
Remember this interview you're seeing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know how old he's supposed to be in this. The
I think
guy
he's
who's
just
Nikon.
slightly older than they are, but he's obviously in his 30s.
Well, I was going to say, out of all of the ones here, he actually, in my opinion, he actually pulls off the teenage look. I actually buy him more as the late teenager age group.
Oh, 90s!
Yeah,
Coca-Cola!
Long before Red Bull was popular.
Yeah.
What about Surge? Here you go. Here's your freaking.
Don't ask. As you can see, it's just a simple micro cassette recorder. Hook it up to the phone and drop in $5 in quarters. Record the tones that the coins make, then hang up and get your money back. Never again pay for a service that would be dirt cheap if it weren't run by a bunch of profiteering gluttons. Remember, hacking is more than just a crime. It's a survival treatment.
Those aren't Beats by Drake.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized he's got Star Trek curtains. Or a towel.
Towel.
Hey,
Mark
look,
Anthony!
Pre-J-Lo.
They were saying in the
Oh
documentary.
my god, yeah.
Yeah.
They were saying in the documentary that Mark Anthony was already like a pretty big star with like Puerto Rican circles at this point in time.
Well, because this is
He
probably...
used to have hair down to his ass. And they said
Wow.
that everyone that was in the cast, right when they cast him, he invited everyone in the cast to like this concert that was in New York. And he was on stage and he says, "Do I have all your permission?" Like to all of his fans, "Do I have your permission to cut my hair?" And everyone went, "Yeah," and he did it on stage.
I was gonna say, this is probably around the same time as The Substitute with Tom Berenger that he was also in.
Good man. All right, let's finish up here. Take him in for interrogation.
Okay. Interview.
Yeah.
Why, of course, Jennifer.
Ah.
How dangerous are hackers?
Well,
So if you
And
really
it's
look,
like-
you can see them bringing Joey down the stairs on that video.
Yeah.
infecting them with viruses and stealing sensitive material.
So I always wondered, I was like, why did they film this out of order like that?
The script supervisor wasn't doing their job
I mean,
at this
I don't know
point.
filming, but like
Yeah.
editing it like that. Why
Yeah.
would they edit it like that?
Oh, I remember shopping malls.
That was
They
just
don't
like-
do
that was
those
just like
anymore.
that was just like the building Carol Ann lived in Poltergeist 3.
The Hancock Tower?
Yeah. I think it was Water Tower, that the interiors, when they would do the
Okay.
wall stuff, it was Water Tower.
A recent unknown intruder penetrated using a super user.
I don't like the way you use the word penetrated.
Oh, he'll use it again.
Moist.
What a moist-ass bitch he was for using that term. There you go.
That's the new catchphrase for should the movie starting. Oh my god, John Cena! He's invisible!
Secret and so when you're holding
She looks. I've all the okay. Remember what I said about the casting?
Yeah.
She's the only one that looks out of place. The whole movie, she's like this.
What's a computer?
And that's oh my god, and that's exactly what she is in this.
Yeah.
super training model mistakenly thought the vessel was empty and flooded its tanks.
Excuse me.
The little
know, she's got a lot on her mind. She's trying to get her 2 sons away from, a bad divorce, and then she meets a horrible guy that abuses one of the sons. And,
Oh, I thought she was. Wasn't she dating a gangster at one point?
oh yeah, and they ran a coke business, and
Well, you know what she did after this movie? She ended up going on becoming a famous psychiatrist.
for
mob
a
people.
gangster, yeah.
Very true.
And that's
And
pretty.
I'm glad his fingers grew back.
Oh yes.
That's a
Okay.
That's a deep dive.
Well,
reference
yeah,
right
I've seen
there.
The Burning. So,
Yeah, The Burning.
Oh, okay.
The Burning's like it was like a Friday the 13th type slasher movie.
Because
from,
it came
like,
out. It came out the
1980.
exact same time, and it
Yeah.
was just sort of like a
It
weird.
was about a
like,
bunch of camp counselors.
yeah.
One of them's Holly Hunter. One of them's
Jason
Alexander.
Alexander.
One of them's
Jeez.
Fisher Stevens.
Yeah.
And Fisher Stevens is on this raft, and the killer's like in a canoe.
Yeah,
I wanna
it
say.
was a canoe or something, or
And he
another
like
raft, and-
goes up to the canoe thinking that there was somebody in there. When he gets there, he doesn't see that there's anyone in there, but the bad guy was behind him, I think, in the water, and he had like a pair of garden shears.
Oh, he just chops his
And
fingers right off.
when he pops up out of the water, he goes like stop, and she just cuts all of his fingers off in like one shot. And there's
jeez.
a good shot of Fisher Stevens going like ah!
and like sprays
Just
blood in his face.
spraying blood all over his
God.
face.
Yeah.
It had a lot of people. Like one of the Weinsteins directed it.
Yeah.
It wasn't Harvey. I think it was the other one.
The one that still
Bob.
the one that still
Bob.
has.
I think Bob. I have it on the
a
shelf.
leg
If
to
you want to grab
stand
it, I
on.
have it on the shelf.
I don't care enough.
Up,
It's
up,
on.
he's
Tom
up.
Savini.
Yeah. Yeah, the Weinstein that still has a leg to stand on in the city. In this town, as they say.
Dear God,
It's actually pretty cool.
that cover art is just
Well,
ridiculous.
that's
though.
for the Blu-ray release. The real one is on the inside. That's what the original poster was.
Okay. It's got like a Harlequin romance novel homage on the bottom, followed by.
Like Tom Savini did the makeup for it and all
jeez.
that. You had a lot of people that ended up going somewhere. That's what
Yeah.
really gets me.
Why did I ever trust you?
Because you got that big ass dick.
The lady's sort of like, "What? Should I be hearing this?"
yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
You find the program for the virus on any of the discs we confiscated.
Also,
See,
need
well,
to
the
talk
thing
to
I know
Jack
this
Ryan.
guy from the most is like
Yeah.
the only thing I
Yeah.
remember this guy is shit. The Wire.
Any stash?
Oh, okay.
Never
yeah.
saw it. I heard good things about that.
But
But
no, like, I was gonna say like probably
Yeah,
more
now it's
topically, he's
Jack
on the
Ryan-
Jack
yeah.
Ryan thing.
Yeah.
He is like a
Oh yeah,
he's
he's
Greer.
the boss. Yeah.
He's-
Oh, I forgot the second season came out.
yeah, it came out this
Fuck.
this weekend.
Was that the Power Glove?
I think that's what
Yeah,
that
it
is.
It is. And
It's supposed to be
Mark
used-
Anthony's sitting there about to jerk off with it like
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger.
Like he's using it on his computer.
Graphics. Great graphics.
Listen to this bullshit. This
Oh, now they're in the stacks.
Yeah.
is the rule of the electron and the switch.
And this is real. This is the real Hackers Manifesto. They're real.
Yes. Yes.
Excuse me.
Skin color or religious bias. You wage wars, murder, cheat, lie to us and try to make us believe it's for our own good. Yet we're the
I'm a pop star.
I am a criminal. My crime
I was a pop star.
I'm gonna marry J Lo and then get in a really bad divorce.
manifesto. Huh? Right? Manifesto? You may stop me, but you can't stop us all.
So he looks like Andrew Cunanan. Or Cunanan.
It's cool, man.
It's commie bullshit.
He's a Republican.
Yes.
Is this a Levi's commercial from the 90s? What the fuck?
You know, like that was.
I like how our high school did not have a condom machine on the wall
Oh, I know, right? Yeah. No.
in
Nothing.
the bathrooms. Did not.
So we had probably.
And here's something I never noticed before. Matthew Lillard brought it up in the documentary. That every time you see him, he's holding a toothbrush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's because he never sleeps at home because his parents are fucking lowlives. So he's always crashing somewhere else. So he always brings like his toiletries with him. So he's always holding a toothbrush.
I'm brushing my teeth with no toothpaste. Love him. It's awesome.
Why are there lockers in the...
Oh, I remember that. Remember at Randall's?
Yes. Oh, yes.
I've actually been in that rig that he's using right now for virtual reality.
That was such good stuff. Good times.
It was right after the Lawnmower Man came out.
Yes. Yeah.
But I mean, it was like all it was like basic polygons. You couldn't tell what the hell you were looking at.
It was just it was
like
basic
It
cube
was
people.
like a shooter.
Yeah,
It was like a first-person shooter, and you're like running down corridors and stuff. But I couldn't tell who was something I can or what was I could shoot at. What I could shoot at. The PSVR is way better. It's like, why am I being felt up by Mark Anthony?
Yeah, and the guy he was already in my apartment. These people are already in my family's apartment. What the hell?
He's got a fire escape.
This nasty virus crashed 1,500 systems in one day.
1,507.
Oh,
Sick burn.
No computer can.
well, never mind.
Yeah, that's right.
A virus has been planted in the Ellingson neural computer system. You were our prime suspect, so we trashed your stuff and found no trace of it.
However, we've come to believe that one George Bardot is involved in this Ellingson virus.
Shit.
We are going to accomplish a disk that Mr. Belford needs to disable that virus. We want you to help us find it.
And he just
How do I do that? Get into Angelina Jolie's pants.
and comparatively, it's like in this film compared to like how we mentioned with Jack Ryan. Now, he doesn't look intimidating at all in this movie. Where in Jack Ryan, he actually he has that look of a badass.
Look intimidating after what happens to him at the midpoint.
Well, that's true.
After all the shit they put him through.
Yeah.
Impressive virus. Dave.
I still wonder why they chose that name.
Dade.
Dade.
Yeah,
It's dumb.
I don't. Yeah, why would you name your kid Dade?
Well, like the writers, like Dade. Dade sounds like a cool hacker name, I guess. No,
Yeah.
It's no Neo, but you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, his name wasn't it John?
Mr. Anderson.
Yeah.
It was some John Smith, John Anderson, or
John
something?
Anderson was his name, I believe.
It's like, why are you in my house?
I'm the one who understands you.
I'm a cut rate
This is like-
Agent Smith.
Like, my pants,
Pretty much.
please keep your pants on.
Nah.
Nah, he's not gonna keep his pants on. Just think that man, one of these men boned Michelle Pfeiffer, the other one boned Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
So right now they're gonna bro out. Oh, my boombox!
Come on, man.
Who even make those anymore?
Tell me, Slick, why do you wear sunglasses at night?
Don't mess around with the guy in shades.
That's gonna set me back like $50.
Oh, and I just realized he wore sunglasses at night in my science project.
That's why I voted. That was what it was for.
Oh no, I thought you were.
Because when you're cool, the sun shines on you 24 hours a day.
Chill out, Butch.
Yeah.
Get a shave.
He has a boombox.
That's the greatest line from that movie. Chill out, Butch. Get a shave.
He has a boombox, and right underneath it was a receiver.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on.
It was for show, just in case some situation like this happened. You know, like, break the cheap boombox because I got the real shit underneath.
Okay.
Okay. Here's boob shot number 1.
Boobs!
So there goes the homicidal aspect of his, relationship with her. I'll kill her later, but right now I just want to make out with her.
Oh man, I woke up for the sex.
Prison sex,
Yes.
maybe. Out of all the songs on this soundtrack, this is the only one that got radio play.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a stereo.
But it was
MCs.
always in.
Yeah.
Like, it was in like God knows how many soundtracks too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember hearing it on the radio, and then this is the only one I Here it is. That always cracks me up. I don't know why.
It's such a terrible name. It's a title, I should say. It's like, really? I don't think any author would actually name a book that way. Hit it.
This! Like the girl from Everything But the Girls at the Party. Oh, actually, their song's coming up pretty soon, too. Did you, like, hate me a minute ago?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's some like stalker
Yeah,
shit.
no shit.
Because how'd you know that?
Still,
Yeah.
stalker.
Yeah.
No, this right here, this line right here is awesome.
Ew.
Oh, you've been infiltrated. You got an inside man.
My name is Hank, and I'm an addict.
I can tell.
Yeah.
You just look like somebody who would be.
I'm not an addict.
At least I'm not addicted to my computer. Maybe meth.
Not like Hank over here. I mean,
Little bit of the cocainum.
Yeah.
He's addicted to everything else, though. The cigarettes and the coffee.
Yeah. Gotta power through everything. Gotta be able to go to everything in life just wearing sweatpants.
Yo, check this out, guys. This is insanely great. It's got a 28.8 BPS motor.
Oh my god, really?
Doing.
Million psychedelic colors, man, baby, sweet.
how many terabytes are on there?
Yeah.
What's that? That's an inconceivable number at this point.
Exactly. It's like maybe like 1%.
That was another line that I thought was kind of. I bet it looks crispy in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, did someone just jizz on the screen?
I know, right? But I will admit, as soon
This
as...
cracks me up too.
Don't say anything!
Yeah,
No,
like,
but he's got the fucking magnifying glass.
Yeah.
7.
Stalker shit.
No, again, yes.
that's not only stalker, it's like voyeur and peeping Tom.
Yeah.
And home invasion.
Yeah. Oh, but it's okay, because we're gonna talk computer. We're gonna be computer nerds right now.
Leopard Boy. And the Decepticons. Kate.
That's
Yeah.
trademark.
But yet he's...
Yeah.
But he's wearing the GVC.
I was gonna say he's
GVC
about to knock some
Now you know
electronic
why-
stuff.
Now you know
I'm
why
like,
JVC
really?
went out of business. Because he's a douche.
Wait, are he and Matthew Lillard?
You see the
about to go
RoboCop
bone?
statue
Yeah,
behind
I
him?
saw that. Yeah.
Relax, Burn. He's my guest. You're acid Burn. You booted me out of OTV? What? I'm Crash Override.
You're the moron that's been invading my turf.
I hate you. I hate you. Let's fuck.
Exactly.
And he didn't realize that he was going completely overboard in
No.
this at all until after he goes,
I know, right?
Then I saw the movie and I was like, oh.
Yeah. Here's another... Penetrated.
Oh,
Voice.
Yeah.
ass bitch.
It's...
The FBI computer holds files on 20 million Americans.
For some reason, that line is like repeats itself in most of my D&D games. Is the whole I disguised myself as an Alabama state trooper and penetrated state, and I'm just like, oh my god, why does this keep coming back up? Because everybody in the group just loves that line for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I was like just looking to see like what exactly was so organic about it.
Weed.
Yes.
Oh, let's be creepery again. I'm gonna marry her.
Meanwhile, back at the party. I'm trying to do my best Legion of Doom.
Well, there was never any payoff to what's his name being at the party. Mark
But
Anthony.
No, there never was.
payoff.
It was basically that never ever comes to fruition.
Maybe it was a deleted scene.
And there's something that I noticed at the end of it when I watched this yesterday, like, that there's something just completely unresolved by the end of this movie. I'll bring it up at the end.
Gotcha. It's been a while since I watched it, so I wouldn't be able to pick up on it yet. Although, while we do make fun of this opening sequence of a computer, I actually, because
back then it was cool.
Well, I think at the time the best computer I still had at the time was a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was dreaming.
You were living in your trailer at this point.
No.
Yeah, because generations.
Yeah, you're
came
right.
out
You're
the year
right.
before.
Yes. I was in my own place then, but the
Oh, I was gonna say,
hoping that you're
don't
getting an
have a Slim
IBM
Jim, dude.
computer.
I had roadside assistance.
Okay.
The whole idea of when you only had the Commodore 64, you get like some games they'd have on the back the artwork. It would be like, oh, this is what it looks like on your screen, but here's what like an IBM computer looks like, and I'd be like, oh, when I get one of those, I'm gonna have something that looks like this, and like, nope, that never happened.
I want to say at this point in time, yeah, my dad had that really early IBM, and he would always tell me, don't ever buy any video games for this. And then, like, I'd go out on Friday nights with my friends to the mall, go see a movie or whatever, and I'd go to, like, KB Toys or whatever, and they'd have, like, the discount bucket of, like, old computer games for, like, the IBMs, and I would get, like, since we didn't have we had a Nintendo at that point in time. This is, like,
Had to have
this
been.
is, like, no, this is, like, 1990. I don't think we'd gotten it yet. So, like, since I didn't have an NES, I would buy Contra for the computer. And it would never work on the because I didn't know what to look for specs.
Yeah.
And then I go back the next week and I buy another game that I know is available on the Nintendo and try to play on the computer.
Still
it
wouldn't work.
Yeah.
And so I was wasting all this money on games I could never play. But like it was like one of those VGA monitors that were like 16 colors type of bullshit.
Yeah.
Or EGA, I think it was EGA.
I never understood. VGA I'm
VGA
still
was
such a tech idiot.
I think VGA was 256. I think EGA was like the 16.
And this can't be good at all.
This would fuck your computer up like you would not believe.
It's like nifty concept.
trying
Here
to
we
make
go.
it camo?
There's
Oh,
boob shot
yeah.
number 2.
Yeah, there's boob slip. Yeah, like I didn't know. Like in VHS, you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Access codes and passwords in your collection.
Man, I finally get to see Angelina Jolie naked in a movie. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. That's
Yeah,
like
exactly.
every other fucking
Well, the movie
after
after
this
the
was
movie
like-
I saw after this was Foxfire, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much her topless for half the
Yeah.
fucking movie.
And Gia.
yeah.
And,
Yeah, but Gia
one
wasn't
we-
exactly what I would consider erotic.
No.
well, only if you watch it to a point.
What was the one where she was with Antonio Banderas? Where it was like that was like the
Original
whole
Sin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole trailer was just them,
Boning.
Making out.
Yeah.
And then Thomas Jane.
This is after
Thomas
Buffy.
Jane makes out with Antonio Banderas. Wow, excellent.
Yeah, they dared. He punished him.
In his deep blue sea.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Don't make my brown eye blue.
That wasn't a Z on his chest.
And just
So
there they
this
did.
is the demasculinization of Agent Gill.
Yes. Big old montage. But they did the same thing here that they usually do in credit card commercials, is that they scanned the wrong side of the credit card through the machine.
So that's what a web page looked like back then.
Yeah.
Also, I just noticed his name was Dick Gill, his character's
Yeah.
name.
Street friend, bring dreams to reality. Leather, lace, and water sports. Transvestites welcome.
I know where you can stick it. I know where you can stick it.
I just want to lick your earlobe.
Oh, yeah, you gonna lick? No, you wanna lick something? Lick this.
That's why they call me Stag.
I love this. So here's Prodigy for everybody that's not know.
Yeah, very true.
Old school Prodigy.
Firestarter? Or
Even I think it was before that,
This is
wasn't
before Firestarter.
it? Yeah.
Breathe?
Yeah, this is from the album I think before Firestarter.
And didn't one of the main Prodigy guys, he died fairly recently,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, Keith Flint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the album before Fat of the Land. That pretty much
Oh,
made
they're
it around
smacking that bitch up.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh!
Roll on snare drum. Good joke.
Evidently, they're in Chinatown.
Oh,
Yeah.
we were talking about it the other day when we're watching Creepshow.
Yeah.
That scene where Adrienne Barbeau obviously said cunt.
Yeah.
And they covered it up with, what was it?
Crotch.
Crotch.
Yeah.
That uppity cunt.
That uppity crotch is
She
what they
said that uppity
said.
crotch in the real movie.
Oh,
but they
my
cut it
God.
up because I guess they didn't want to use cunt. We missed it already. It happened when they're in Angelina Jolie's bedroom looking at the computer where she tells, what's his name? Jonny Lee Miller. She goes, I hope you don't fuck like you type. But they cut out fuck because it's PG-13, so she goes, I hope you don't screw like you type. And you can obviously see her mouth says fuck. Is she dancing in a Michael Jackson video?
So looks like it.
Due to Mr. Gill's untimely demise and all, guess you two will have to improvise the next round.
Right.
This is good.
I win. You wear a dress on our date.
And if I win, so do you.
It's like, no.
It's a kilt.
That's what you know.
It's a kilt because he's Scottish. in real
Oh,
life.
shit!
Yeah.
And then this.
And then it goes, yeah.
And then this.
So who won?
Her. Her reaction's awesome.
Yeah.
Football practice.
Wait, no, it's awesome.
I kind of like that.
He's
gotta
got
love-
beeper.
Well, beeper, and he's got like the cowboy holster strap on his leg without the holster for no reason.
Yeah, they're talking to the costume designer on the documentary, and he was just kind of like, "Yeah, I wanted to make it look like they were in the future, even though it was like supposed to be 1995."
Yeah, the UPS outfit hasn't changed much.
No. But they didn't. I don't remember them having those digital signature things back then, though.
Yeah, probably. I'm guessing prototype, maybe.
Could be, or just did it for the movie.
Could be.
Because I remember that being like a mid 2000s thing.
Just look at the size of this computer in comparison to like.
The one that's in
laptops
front of
we're
me
using,
right
Yeah.
now.
the ones
Yeah.
we're
Because it's
using
supposed to be,
right
it's
now.
like, okay, like yours, the ones that you guys use now, like are way thinner.
Yeah.
But just the fact that that
Tiny
computer is
screen.
probably like
It's tiny.
it's the width of my tablet.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but it's super thick.
Well, all the processors were on the keyboard. That's
And a
why.
giant fan inside it
Yeah.
to keep it cool.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's the thing that they had to redo all the audio in these movies because
Oh,
all
I'm
you hear is
sure. My God.
Enjoy the laptop. Cool. Tell me where the disc is.
And somehow it projects its image on his face.
visuals.
Interesting.
Is she related to Woody Allen?
I was gonna say, like, you're
I hope it's not his daughter. He doesn't have a good
God,
track.
no!
He doesn't have a good track record with those.
yeah. So like, really, he was arrested and everything else, and you think he cares about you grounding him?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Really?
what he's gonna go to jail.
Well, if
Yeah.
he's under 18, he ain't gonna be
He's
doing
out
any
on
time.
bail. He's got a tail.
With the hippie chick.
How do you not notice this guy turning around constantly, taking
With
pictures
a
of
Yeah.
camera.
Joey. No, it's like hot or something. I don't know. Joey, a garbage file holds miscellaneous data. Junk.
And all this exposition for all of us non-hacker people at the time to try to explain what the hell's going on.
Not groovy, she says.
No.
Oh shit, Joey, you got it too.
An obvious
So we're
one.
just gonna stand here and do nothing.
Luckily, I got these rollerblades.
Yeah.
And we got bumbling cops.
Okay, now's not a time to buy condoms, alright?
Yes.
Where he's going, he's gonna need them.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You might like it.
Yeah, look how boxy that fucking laptop is. God damn. We never had a laptop back in the day. I don't think my dad got a laptop until probably the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh, New York.
And this
It's just another day.
But I
in
was
the
gonna say,
Big
like,
Apple.
that whole scene right there didn't even look like it was
looks like
actually. It was not like a soundstage.
It looked like a soundstage.
Yeah.
Oh, back knee.
This is awesome.
Ramon.
Hermano, time for school. Come on.
Isn't that a
Surprise!
Wait, this is great.
Deja vu. Ray Sanchez, you're under arrest under the Computer Fraud and Abuse Act of 1986.
Wait.
I'm gonna make you real uncomfortable. We're just gonna parade you in front of these people.
And the thing is, these are people that are in the drunk tank. These aren't
Yeah.
like the hard. You're not being taken to Alcatraz just yet.
Oh, let me guess. He's gonna phone hack here.
You too can do this if you have.
If we
fingers.
still had
If you had fingers.
if we had dial tone type phones.
Hello, operator. I'm having trouble dialing a number. 555-4202. Thank you.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
Freak?
I'm freaking.
Joy was picking it up. He really hacked into Ellingson. He gave me the disc with the filing copy, and now I'm in jail. They're charging me with some serious shit.
And this stuff I didn't even do. Like, get this, inserting some virus called Da Vinci.
And they keep asking about you guys.
You think they're gonna bust us?
Yeah.
You better figure out what's on that disc.
I was hoping she'd say, "Is this some type of?" Look, fuck, I already fucked that up. Is this some kind of bust? And I would have just said,
Hers?
yes, very impressive. Yes.
Oh, don't mind me. There's just a girl in the boys' room.
I like how they're all looking at it all rapey like.
Oh, totally.
Androgyny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, David Bowie.
And they're free. Free condoms, by the way.
We never. God damn it. Why?
That's why there were so many teen
I'm moving
pregnancies
to-
in your high
I'm
school.
moving
I know,
to New York.
right?
I'm going back in time and I'm moving to New York.
Oh, don't even bother to say hi. You know. And mom just lets a complete stranger into the house.
Mom doesn't have a bad bust either.
No, she doesn't.
We need your help.
Do my ears deceive me?
No. Truce, you guys. Listen, we got a higher purpose here, right? A wake-up call from the Nintendo generation. We demand free access to data. Well, this is so much fun. I was a child. Spank as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child.
Not being religious, when I first heard that, I was like, I thought he said I spank as a child.
Spank, yeah. It's
And
spank.
not spake. I'm like, what the hell is this?
You
And then-
notice everyone has the exact same page, just a different color?
Yes. Yes.
Enjoy your
I thought she was going to start doing sign language.
I think she was second
Oh, she's
guessing
feeling
her
herself up.
cue.
She's feeling herself up. She's like,
Am I supposed to reach for the disc at this point?
Read
Oh
the nipple
shit.
before you say your line.
She's good at that.
Thanks for letting me in the house. I'm just gonna piss.
My mom and dad are gonna be so mad at me.
Why'd you do it? Peer pressure.
We may have been playing games, but we're supposed to be on the same side. We really need your help. I really need your
And I don't get it. Like the whole, I mean, looking back at it now, it's like the whole movie. It's like, okay, for what purpose are you a quote unquote good guy hacker? They're like trying to put themselves off as like, oh yeah, we're just doing all this, wacky stuff out of fun. It's like, dude, you seriously, you stole identity, you've made him deceased, you did all this stuff that would basically totally ruin anybody else
Yeah.
in the world in today, just even looking back at today's day and age. It's just like, how is this fun? How is it supposed to make a hacker look like a good guy? Or at least,
Well,
like,
that wasn't
we're
their
innocent.
intention.
We're
That
not
was-
doing...
Well, they were
weren't
doing that out
anything.
of retaliation, but I mean, like, at the beginning, what was he trying to do? He just wanted to watch the Twilight Zone.
Or Outer Limits.
Outer Limits,
yeah.
right. But still, it's a matter of, like, you're still kind of...
Well,
breaking everything.
I can get they're trying to show, like, there's, like, you know, people that are just doing it to do it, and there's people that are doing it to be assholes. You know, so you can see both sides of it. Like, you can go to the dark side. Somebody saw Michael Jackson's Black or White video.
I know, right?
Embezzlement, 2 drug convictions.
She jumped parole. When she's arrested, she will not have a trial. She will not pass go. She will go directly to jail.
Then I changed this file back to the original, and your mom disappears.
That's bullshit.
What can I tell you?
Because, like, on the documentary, they were, like, interviewing, like, the hacker consultant people. And back then, he goes, no one was doing the kind of shit, like, the evil stuff.
Yeah. Because it's, like, coming from...
He's like the way that Matthew Broderick was trying to hack into that games company so he could try that game early. He goes, that's the kind of shit everyone was doing back then. Was that kind of stuff. Like, just trying to get into a company and see some shit that you normally can't see. But they weren't, like, trying to, like, steal information they can use against people.
Yeah.
And...
So you're saying that this movie inspired the
No.
2000s?
He says that you can do that kind of thing. He goes, but the people that the consultant was, like, hanging with and, like, his group of people, they didn't do any of that kind of shit.
Yeah.
But they were like, you can't. That is what you can do, and I guess that's why they put it in the script.
Well, you know, we've learned from recent events in the last 4 years. And
I mean, they brought up that Anonymous said that this movie inspired them to become hackers. Yeah. A lot of people in Anonymous.
Yeah, they need to make good on that promise that they made. That they were going to make certain president's life a living hell.
Yeah, that hasn't quite happened yet.
Yeah.
Hey, at least they released the interview. When the
that was the movie, right? Yeah.
Because I remember that was one of the things they were like, well, if they're going to ban the movie, then we're just going to release it for everyone to see on the internet.
Yeah.
And then you watch the movie and you're like, there's nothing bad about this. Like, why were people getting all up in arms over it?
I couldn't even get through, like, the first hour of it.
I thought it was so bad. The scene where he dies at the end, Kim Jong-un, when he dies, it is so funny.
Yeah. To carry
Spoiler!
When they kill him, it is so
nice montage there.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Marty McFly.
No, it's the roller skating vampire from Fright Night 2.
Oh my god. Let me just sneak my way to my own limo. Why? Cue the fog machine!
Yeah, it's New York.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he jumped off.
Yeah.
He released it because he literally let go. And jumped off to the side. Thanks, high def.
And cut.
Because I remember that thing it was out of focus.
Yeah.
Like back on a VHS.
Right. Well, it was also part of the pan and scan problem.
Yeah,
is that
pan
you
and scan
don't
problem,
see
it.
you don't see it turn off to the right.
See, that's hacking right there. Just all the
that
all the
code, the code letters.
Yeah.
Code. Like when they show you what the virus really looks like.
It's just
it's just code. It's just code.
But after a while, I mean, like when they get in, there's the action sequence, the
quote
action
really
sequence.
Like inside the
it's just this really.
Yeah. This is hacking right here.
Yeah.
He's got his toothbrush again.
Yep.
How can she type with that thing on her finger?
I know, right?
How she doesn't screw like she types.
Rigid and metallic.
Somebody saw Silence of the Lambs. Stop looking in the camera.
Okay, you could have cut this close up a few seconds ago.
Jeez, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
This shot makes no sense. It's looking down. Yeah, the scene's upright.
It's like an MC Usher painting.
It's like these
stuff-
type of scenes, like this is
is what
supposed
I
to be
remember
what
this-
he's like looking at,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's just this really poor stylized version of
Well,
what.
it's like they're trying to make it look interesting, but the thing is, I remember this is what the movie got criticized for a lot
Yeah.
back in the day. Was just like that's not what computers do.
No. This is just like, yeah, I would have to admit that if I was a hacker, be like, yeah, it'd be my evil superpower. You can't. I can't ever just think about using hacking as a
For a minute
positive.
there, I was gonna say, for a minute there, it turned in that scene from the holiday special where Chewbacca's dad's looking at Wookiee porn.
$1 deals to the $10 that some guy pays for gas.
The worm eats a few cents from each transaction.
No one's caught it because the money isn't really gone. It's just data being shifted around.
And when the worm's ready, it zips out with the money and erases its trash.
Joey got cut off before he got to that part. Check it out. By this point, it's already running at what? Twice the speed as when it started.
Right, and if this raid ends its run in
2 days. Judging by this segment alone, man, it's already eaten about $21.8 million, man.
whoever wrote this needs somebody to take the fall. And that's Freak, and that's Joey, and that's us. We gotta get the rest of the files so we can find out where the money's going before the
I'm so tired.
find out who.
Like, I feel like going to stab some co-eds.
Man,
Listen, security creep.
I'm gonna kill my girlfriend in a garage door.
Oh man, it's universally stupid, man. Yo, man, you an amateur, man.
Boy, they say man a lot in
Yeah.
this script. Man.
I was zero cool. Zero cool. Crashed 1,507 systems in one day.
At least he got it right.
This crash
Yeah.
history. Front page New York Times, August 10th, 1988.
I guess he's like Mary Lou Henner. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh right, because he had a photographic memory. Yeah.
Zero cool. Oh, shit, this far out. This is zero cool, man.
What was the meaning of that? It was right in front of him. Far out.
Hey, Gibson. They'll trace you like that, man. Cops are gonna find you with a smoking gun. Fuck if I care, man. Look, even if you had.
That's why they cut out the other fuck.
Ah.
Because you only get
You
one.
only get one.
Yeah.
And
Did
no,
you see
and
how
it's-
fucking? Did you see how moist she was? Just
Yeah,
there?
she's like, oh, you're so thick.
Did she lick those lips?
Yeah.
So I was like, no, with all the boob shots in the movie, they're probably like, you can only have one.
Yeah.
So they redubbed that one.
Jesus, I gotta save all your asses. I help. You can do it in 5 minutes. Okay, let's go shopping. Boom!
Matthew Lillard, just the king of just random sounds in this film.
That Emmanuel Goldstein guy said that he actually did what they're doing right now at one point in time.
Cut through a fence.
No, like going to dig through garbage
through
for
garbage.
some big company so they can look for
Oh.
passwords and stuff.
I thought they were stealing fat to make soap.
Yeah. Yeah.
With her other husbands. Oh.
Yeah, she just gets around, man.
Yeah.
You got J Lo, who's a man hopper, married
Yeah.
to Mark Anthony, and she's a man hopper too.
Oh yeah. They can both hop on me if they feel like it.
Oh my God. Yeah.
No, not when you got blood vials hanging around your neck.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'll take it. I'll take it. She's still beautiful.
She needs to fucking eat a cheeseburger. That's what she needs. Not here. I'm talking right now.
Like,
Oh, no, I get it.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maleficent.
No, just when you
Angelina
see her
Jolie,
in person, she looks like a fucking skeleton with
Yeah.
skin on it.
Here's some bad. There you go.
Yeah,
I
you
saw
can
the
see
line.
You can see the cable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still attached.
Yeah.
My subway defense system.
Yeah, can you imagine firing that in a fucking subway car?
Ugh. Well, without murdering several people, but you know.
No plane tag.
And suddenly Ghostbusters 2.
You got a permit? No, this is great.
Really?
Now here's serial killer at his best.
Yeah.
Dog's alright. Helen must be somewhere else.
Hiding his boner.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Hey, how you doing, sweetheart? Check it out. There you go. It's like what woman would actually sit there to let him do it? Come on, really?
It's just the way he like squeezed out between
Yeah.
your legs. Now here's his photographic memory going into overdrive.
Ooh, it's Kermit. Yeah. I'm a delivery guy. I'm just gonna wander around. Yeah. Here was what our assumption of 1990s security was.
This is definitely pre 9/11.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that? Sexual harassment just happened.
He was totally eye fucking me.
Yeah. No, he like grabbed that girl's ass. Did you see?
Oh
that?
no, I didn't see that part.
Did you see
No.
him as he skated by, like smacked that girl's ass?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, pan and scan. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't worry. All we have to do is launch the Da Vinci virus, and then it'll all be put away.
Launch the Da Vinci virus? You can't do that.
No
Tom Hanks will stop you.
Don't go to the Louvre.
Yeah. And again, one of those things is just like, I mean, the dialogue in this is really kind of cheesy. It's like, especially for her, where it's like, her whole point in this movie is just to repeat.
To go, duh?
Yeah, to repeat exactly what someone says to her in a very confused
but all
voice.
confused, yes.
Yeah.
Especially at the very end. Especially at the very end when they're hacking the place.
Yeah.
And she just goes, virus, what they did, what?
Yeah. She just, oh, God.
It's like, just go away.
What's your game, Vitruvian man?
I'm Michael
And
Hutchins.
this is racist. Listen to the way he talks. Yeah. That's like, you racist piece of shit.
I retract the question, Vitruvian man. Sorry, that's one of my favorite Futuramas.
Get me arrest warrants on Kate Libby, alias Acid Burn, Emmanuel Goldstein, alias Serial Killer, Dave Murphy, alias Crash Override, also known as Zero Cool, and Paul Cook, alias Lord Nikon. We pick them up tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock.
Snoop on the bill.
As they snoop on to us.
Hey, at least it's not a brick, but there's no antenna.
Yeah. Well, maybe he's
Big-
close enough.
Yeah, big gaping hole where the antenna would be.
We got a little problem.
This makes me laugh. Look, rollerblading hobos!
Yeah.
Please, sir, help
And we're
us
gonna
out.
do, yeah.
We need oil for our wheels.
Oh, the Wheelers. From Return to Oz.
Jeez.
I got a lot, alright? I don't know how many. I had hers.
Yo, Joey, check this out.
It's eye strain looking at that tiny little monitor all day.
I know, right?
It's a memo about how they're going to deal with those oil spills that happened on the 14th.
What oil spills?
Oh, don't bring that. Today's the 13th.
Well, this hasn't happened yet.
Wait a minute.
They've traveled to the future.
That subway car.
Da Vinci virus didn't
They're in the Matrix.
being charged with?
Oh, they're on that subway train,
Yeah,
like that
the
horrible
train
sequel.
man. Yeah.
Yeah, the horrible sequels.
Coronavirus?
Take your pick. They're both the sequels to the Matrix. Both the sequels to the Matrix are pretty fucking horrible.
Shame on you.
No,
they're genius. Shame on you.
Seriously,
about-
Jeremiah, go back and watch them.
Yeah.
no, they're fucking terrible. I stand by my statement.
No.
First one is good.
No.
First Matrix is great. The oh god, Reloaded is oh god, such a bad movie.
Sorry, we didn't mean to upset you.
I think
I
the problem
can't
is
get off the
everybody-
train!
Everybody expected that movie to be super deep, and it's not deep at all.
Oh,
So that's why I say go back and rewatch it and don't think too much about it.
it's terrible. Like the for the fighting scene alone.
Speaking of the Matrix, hey, look at a rave. Except this one is
Okay,
underground.
The best hats in all time in movies, right there. You got a witch's hat and a
And a
fucking
chandelier.
chandelier.
Yeah.
Swing from the chandelier. She can't move very much because the thing's gonna break and
Yeah.
probably snap her neck.
It's I was gonna say it's probably fused to her spine.
I like how this entire movie so far it's been like techno music, right?
Yes.
And then randomly this happens.
This, yeah.
You know, right now there's probably a pantsless RoboCop walking around that club.
There, it's right here. It's like
Where
one
was the
song-
live band in that
Yeah.
big panning
the
shot?
the one song that sticks out like a sore thumb in this movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're like, we're the low rent version of Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Is it Seven Dust? Who is that?
I can't remember their name, but they're no name band you've ever heard of.
Yeah, I don't- yeah.
L7. Like,
They remind the group that sang Cult of Personality.
It's not
That's
Living-
I know. It's just
Yeah.
like this was the style of music that it reminded me of. Stage dive. And there's the big bright
Wait,
right
Steelers
red
beeper.
orange beeper.
Like she's like, where is he?
Yeah.
He's like, he's right there.
Yeah, he'd be trampled.
Yeah.
That's what I
Especially when he's
mean.
got those shit kicker boots on.
Yeah. I was checking the specs on the rotary girder.
Yeah. What good is a security camera if they can see the monitors?
I don't like this. I definitely don't like
Its finger's not even on the trigger.
Yeah.
Do you want?
What is your name?
Blue. I mean, yellow.
We need your help. If you're up to it.
She's buff. Ballsy. Let's keep her. Waste the dude.
I figured you want to keep the dude.
Seriously.
Virus
Shoots out more flame.
Yeah.
Ah! My beautiful face.
We need your help to upload the Gibson so we can kill the Da Vinci virus and download the worm program.
She's rabid. Cute. See, we're very busy. A TV network that wishes to remain nameless has expressed an interest in our show.
Spike TV. Oh wait, what?
G4.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Paramount Network.
The UPN.
Nobody said no. But you are going to need more than just two media icons like us. You
More like mediocrities? What?
Yeah.
an electronic army. If I were us, I get on the internet, send out a major distress signal.
Yeah, get in one of those sex chat rooms.
Yeah.
My nipples are so hard.
Oh, look, it's the ending of X-Men 3.
Yeah.
You know, somewhere else right now, Judd Hirsch and Jeff Goldblum are playing chess in the
Yes.
same park.
There they are. There's Prodigy again.
Don't mind us. We're just gonna rollerblade down the middle of a New York street.
I get pissed off enough when someone on their bike does that.
I
in
know,
Chicago
right?
Street.
I never see rollerblades anymore.
No.
Hmm.
I have actually been to a few roller rinks within the last couple of years, as you know, to get out and have some fun. It's like, yeah, roller skates are minimal. It's almost everyone there are just zipping around on rollerblades. I'm like, all right, well, at least they're still in use.
Yeah. This is because they're easier to balance than roller skates.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I grew up on skates, so I could never do the blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, watching this.
Yeah, I can't ice skate. I cannot rollerblade.
No, yeah, I don't never really have the coordination to do it. However, I can ski. I can
I
ski.
can roller skate.
Yeah. And I could skateboard.
Yeah. Like I could snow ski, but I could not. There's a little more stability because you can use you have the poles, so you can have a little bit more balance. But no, I could never fucking skate on a skateboard, rollerblades, or roller skates.
And getting back to the whole, we're hackers. We just caused this major, potentially killing people event in the middle of New York, downtown.
This is supposed to be Grand Central, or
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
How come Joey doesn't get rollerblades?
Yeah, no.
Listen up, use your
He's a freshman.
some time. We have to get into Plague's file and copy the worm.
Nothing like a tracker or a hacker with Tourette's.
Did Rob tell you that he figured out that's why he does that Twitch?
Oh God.
I guess some singer says she does the exact same thing, and she can actually, like, when she feels it coming, she can, like, actually hold it back. And his wife was like, "Yeah, I guess that's what you have. You have a mild form of Tourette's, and that's why Rob does that little thing."
Whatever. Really? Again, yeah. No, doesn't happen that way.
Is he playing the Game Boy again, or the Game Gear?
Yeah.
They don't flash past them again, do they? It's like
That's
right here. It's like here.
That's not
This is not something
that's
you'd
not
see.
It.
Yeah.
That's not it. This okay?
There's something wrong. My screensaver just came on.
Yeah.
It's the archer. Whack, whack. Or the pirate.
Yeah.
Whack, whack.
You didn't say the magic word.
Please!
Yes.
Motherfucker!
Great
Sit on my
Scott!
interface. Those guys are clever.
Hold on to your butts.
Minor glitch with you seems to turn into a major catastrophe.
What?
Yeah, that's basically her point for the rest of this movie is repeating, like Charlie says, repeating what everybody says, but adding like a what in there.
Yeah.
So she's Mo Sislak?
Yeah.
Idiot. I'll head him off at the pass.
We have a zero bug attacking all login and overlay files.
Run antivirus. Give me a systems display.
Now, if only his character, his racist character, I might add, from Short Circuit showed up, he could assist him.
Rabbit is in the administration system.
Send a flu shot.
Rabbit, flu shot, someone talk to me.
No, I just ignore
I
it.
haven't even seen a script yet!
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
Peter?
It's the Gibson, it's funny.
So are they trying to crash the oil
They're trying to
rig
crash
thing?
the virus so
Oh.
that way it doesn't
Yeah.
actually.
The virus is gonna capsize the boat and
Okay.
cause an oil spill.
Oh,
They're
okay.
trying to stop the virus from doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then while they're killing the virus, they're trying to download that worm that's stealing all the money.
Okay.
Garbage files. I need more time.
Google Glass before there was Google Glass.
No, that's the fucking
And
R
now
zone.
there's no more Google
That's
Glass.
the R zone.
What's our zone?
R zone was to remember Tiger Electronics. They used to make those little handheld versions of Nintendo
Vaguely?
games.
Vaguely? Okay.
Yeah.
That
I
was
remember
them
those.
trying to make like a Game Boy thing, but you put it over your eye and it would shoot basically the exact same games as those stupid little handheld things onto a little screen right in front of your eye. It didn't work.
Oh my god.
So it's funny that like they used to use mini discs for every fucking movie.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was like in a futuristic thing
Yeah.
where like everything's written on these little media things, these little mini discs. That's them trying to use that toy as like a prop.
Oh my god.
Yeah, say it all sexy like. How about that?
Are we fashionably late?
Are we fashionably victim late?
This guy here, I think this is the director.
No,
No, that's not him.
that's the guy from the Eurythmics.
No, that's not. I think that's actually the director though, as the
No.
wasn't it?
The guy
I thought he said he had a cameo in
No, he is
this.
so super thin.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the guy. That was the
The guy that wasn't Annie
programmer from
Lennox?
Eurythmics.
Yeah. I don't think that phone booth should be doing that.
No. I think there's something in my cigarette.
Yeah, cocaine.
More like LSD.
Yeah,
Also-
that's them being cheap and using something that's already on the market. They probably got for $10 on discount
Probably.
somewhere.
Okay.
We're gonna use it as a prop.
Okay, I'm getting
Because
busy
again, it was
watching
one of
this
those.
fucking
It was one of those
scene.
things. I'm like, you have a screen right in front of you. What do you need this little? Like, what is the eyepiece supposed to be doing for him? I mean, to me, it would make more sense to have that on in, like, say,
Okay.
Predator, because it'd be like the
All
like
right.
an ultraviolet
if,
thing.
If this scene doesn't stop soon, I'm gonna barf.
Colonel who?
Sanders.
It's the brain.
Cancer, brain cancer.
Shut up, woman!
Short Duke, a shitstorm.
Call the police. There's a man brandishing guns at
Yeah.
Grand Central.
So you mean you don't see that when you hack?
No. I mean, I think I would have enjoyed it more if they actually did a little bit of a Tron ripoff.
Yeah.
To actually have like a little even a little digitized
Like
avatar.
an avatar running around inside.
Right. Even if it was like the same type of graphics that they did for Lawnmower Man, even make it cheaper and cheesier. But I think it would have been more enjoyable to
Yeah, like
watch
this
than
little
seeing
avatar
this.
flying around.
Yeah, seeing this crap.
Yeah, I remember this was like one of the main criticisms the movie got was
Yep.
like this kind of
Itchy is masturbating right now to Wookiee porn.
Was that the name of the baby one?
Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Yeah.
Still, FYI, one of my favorite movies to ever get high to around Christmas time is the Star Wars Holiday Special. It's the only way to watch that.
Thank you for calling. Shit! You got me.
Joey's getting stupid here. Joey, need to drop me virus, go after the worm. You're the closest.
How is that? You're the closest.
Which is the only one they haven't gotten rid of yet.
Period.
I mean, it kind of makes sense that he'd be the one to do it because he was the first one to find it anyway, right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they just detach those to stop it?
Yeah, good call. Very good call.
Like,
We don't even know what this means.
And Itchy's coming right about now. Because he had that weird mouth thing.
And all we need is for Angelina Jolie to break into song like Carrie Fisher
Yeah.
and totally murder that A flat.
See what else you can do. You talking to me?
God, don't look right in the camera. You're freaking me out there, Fisher. Much like when Chewie stares right in the
Yeah.
camera. Goodbye, Vitruvian man.
Yeah. For 95 tech, it had some really good AI to be able to know what's happening to itself. Then if you have a computer tower in your, in your server room that has electrical current arcing off it like that,
Probably
yeah,
call somebody.
it's not necessarily a virus. I think you have some shortage issues. Look, I got 10 fingers. For 2 points.
The janitor's about to be really wealthy.
I think I'm trying to be incognito.
Back the planet, baby. It's like they had a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah, stop.
Why would you
drawing
like?
attention to yourself.
Well, where's serial killer? Where's your friend serial killer? Why isn't he with you? We caught all of them but one.
You won't be having any more trouble from them.
Who cares about Emmanuel Goldstein?
Yeah.
Cheap ass Star Trek Deep Space Nine glasses.
Let's say they look plastic.
They are.
Tempered
That's the kind of stuff
plastic.
they use on Deep Space Nine at the bar to like,
Yeah.
because they look vaguely
God.
futuristic.
Yeah.
But they're obviously just like plastic shit they got at Kmart.
He doesn't believe for 1 second that a girl that hot would date you.
Exactly. You're a computer nerd. And if her mom is selling 200+ million books damn straight she's got a kick-ass lawyer, and she's going to be getting out of there in a matter of hours. You and your Vulcan hair.
Logic.
Yeah. Dade,
We may not be getting out of
Logic demands it.
I filled my lips before Kylie Jenner ever did.
Which lips are you talking about?
Oh, come on now!
Sing!
He understands something happening today that you won't comprehend if you live to be 100, and he would never use what he knows to harm a living soul.
Except for that car crash a couple hours ago.
And having my credit cards destroyed.
Your son is facing 30 felony counts in an ongoing investigation. You face possible arrest if you do that.
Mister, I don't care if I face certain death.
Mrs. Murphy staged right.
Did he literally just say stage directions to her?
Exit stage left.
What is he going to use? Harsh language?
Yeah.
Ah!
Nice! Nice! Stay frosty.
Yeah.
This incident just proves, without a doubt, that we need increased funding.
Let's not forget his great pirouette he does in Death Wish 3.
I died from a broken arm in that movie.
Yeah. Gotta probably rewatch that one for this.
But for what you ask? World domination? Nah.
Zenith.
Yeah.
Dated.
A virus called Da Vinci that when launched would cause Ellingson mineral tankers to capsize was to be blamed on innocent hackers.
Yeah, not really innocent.
This was really a smokescreen, right? It'd be so vitally important to protect that someone would create such a nasty and
Oh, and you see Mark Anthony there's like, I'm kind of getting it.
I'm the hip FBI.
Yeah.
the one that was distilled
Cassette tape.
Yeah.
Not so
God.
futuristic.
Maxell. Fujifilm.
And was it the TDK?
and Eugene Belford, computer security officer. Son of a bitch! What's this? Is this the unnamed account in the Bahamas where the money was to be stashed? I think so. Lucky.
It's a real scream.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roll right.
Hack the satellite!
Gone.
Why is she sleeping in a cot?
Yeah. He's got all this money. He sleeps on a mattress on the floor. Get a bed frame.
What's a VCR?
Yeah.
I've noticed it's
Wait,
the
wait,
exact
wait,
same
wait.
gel.
Yeah. We're gonna have now. We're just replace all the guys with women who just
Yeah.
want to touch her.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. Babbages. Babbages.
Just a pillow, please.
That's cultural appropriation.
It's part of the course for that guy.
Yep.
This. Why would they wait until they're fucking over the Atlantic to do this?
Yeah.
For dramatic effect.
Okay, so they're free. All's wonderful in the world. What the fuck happened to Freak?
Oh shit! Well, I think he was raped to death in prison. So
They never show him get out. They never show what happens to Freak after he gets arrested that one time. He disappears.
Wasn't he just in the scene
No.
in the FBI office?
No.
Well, no, guess not.
No.
It's just assumed he's just
got a
fine.
husband. He's got a husband named Ace now.
no. I know what happened to Freak. Freak ended up on this airplane.
Oh
That
yeah,
got hijacked
With
by.
Nicolas Cage hanging out with Cyrus the Virus.
that's right. Yeah.
That's what happened to
Yeah,
Freak.
that's the Freak.
Or he was being. There's two things. Either that happened to him, or he was being transported in a jail bus going underneath a tunnel.
Yeah, they're transferred to another prison.
And suddenly an explosion happens in said tunnel and causes it to leak. And Sylvester Stallone has to go in and try to save him.
Get him back to the light.
Find daylight for him.
Like I didn't realize. Like when I watched this yesterday, I was just kind of like, whatever happened to Freak? They never tell you. They never. like wrap that one up. Like you said, at the end when they show them all in the office, everyone's there except for freaking serial killer.
Yep.
No, yeah, serial killers on TV.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I've been having really weird dreams.
And then they got married.
Yep.
And subsequently divorced.
Of course.
But she never wore a vial of his blood around her neck.
And apparently their divorce was like, quote unquote, like horrific. Like they were like
Well, that explains why
tooth
the
and
two
nail
of them-
fighting each other.
I guess
for
that's
shit.
why they didn't want to participate in the documentary in this movie.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Because I bet you.
Well, in
$10
my
they
opinion,
start
if it-
talking-
like, whenever
I bet
that
$10 they start talking shit about each other.
Maybe, but I'll be like, I can understand why Angelina wouldn't, because like she's
a big time now.
She's
Yeah.
like
Well,
triple A.
He kind of is too.
Well, maybe, but
One of those
still.
popular
Was
TV
Sherlock?
shows.
I was gonna say, is Sherlock even? Is that still
Well,
on?
No, that one.
No,
No,
that
that
like a year or two ago.
Yeah, yeah. And it ended on its own terms. That wasn't like
Yeah.
it was canceled. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, she's like triple A level actress. She's like, why would I want to do a documentary on a film that was so early in my career that makes no
that's what I
difference?
noticed. Oh, that's the pool on the roof.
But
It is.
But it's not the school.
No, but it's just like it ends with the thing with their whole relationship.
Oh,
with the
okay.
pool on the roof thing, and it ends there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Hackers.
Yep. That was
Again, it's not the best movie, but there's just so much stuff that I just love in this film.
Felicity Hoffman.
Ugh.
Jailbird.
Oh wow. Well, that was the first time I saw Hackers. So wasn't like the first time I saw Dante's Peak, but you know.
Oh, that was the first time,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Oh God. Like, let's watch this car drive over lava flows. and
Let's see Nana get burned to death as she pushes this canoe.
I think I said it was like we watched Nana commit like seppuku. She she watched a snuff film, an old lady commit on a snuff film.
Wasn't that the one that you told me like there was an old woman that also like had like was there an acidic lake that she fell
That's
into?
what we're talking about.
Okay.
And she like is like she's
They're
pushing
on the lake.
the canoe.
Yeah,
so
they're in like an old aluminum boat.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the shore, and their oars melt, so they have no way to get to the shore because they're like stuck in the middle of the lake. So they like start wrapping like shirts around their hands and start using them as a paddle, and it's not doing anything. So Grandma just goes like, "Yeah, fuck it," and gets in the lake that's made out of acid and it's eating through the bottom of their boat. So she jumps in the lake and she's like pushing the boat. She's going, "Ow! Oh God, no! Ow!"
Oh, Nana.
And the whole time we're sitting there like we're watching a snuff film right now.
Nana's.
It makes me laugh. It's like, and then, like, after the boat gets to the shore, she's walking to the shore. She's still going, "Oh! Oh God, no!"
But Hackers.
Hackers.
No old lady.
We're going back to talking about an episode, or a season 1 episode.
Yeah. But no, Hackers. No, like I said, I'm surprised I resisted this long without seeing it.
Chris Evans.
I don't think it's the same one.
No, don't think so.
Yeah. It's not Cap.
No.
But no. I mean, it's definitely dated.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
It is really
dated.
dated, and it's one of those. If you didn't, I always assume that if people like, I would assume that if you didn't see it when it first came out,
Yeah.
then
like, huh?
you're just like, it's so
I-
old,
and I-
doesn't make sense.
I know people who just love this fucking movie.
I love it.
And I love it. This is it.
Yeah. And that's it's like, because like I said, so I watched it, I'm like, all right, it's okay,
Yeah.
but it's literally going back because it's just like, oh god, it's so dated.
Yeah.
You know, had I watched it probably then, I would probably be like, oh man, I love this.
To me, that's the same.
Yeah.
I
Like,
just
be
remember,
like,
at the video store I worked at, I used to play this all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, every time I would have it on, if there was, like, one of the songs playing from the soundtrack, someone would be like, "Oh, can I rent that, please?"
Yeah.
Because we only had... Well, I suggested to my boss that we buy at least 10 copies of it.
And he
because
got
I was
two,
like...
right?
And he got 2. So it was always
well,
out.
I would argue on his defense of 10 copies for this. Really?
Well, no, because it was always out. And, like, we played it so much in the store that it was constantly being rented. So he actually said later on, he goes, "Yeah, I probably should have gotten maybe at least 5 or 6. But, I mean, like, every time I put it on, someone would be like, "What movie is this?" And I'd be like, "Oh, it's Hackers. Can I rent it?" "Yeah."
What movie is this that shows that girl's boobs?
Yeah, that was the only thing. Like, it happened so fast. You really had to be paying attention
Right.
to see that shit.
No.
So, But yeah, I remember like it was always out, and every time I have it on and someone wasn't going to rent it, but I hear someone say like, "I love the music in this movie."
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, back in the day, like if you've never seen Tron and you watch it now, you'd be like,
Yeah.
"Huh."
Right.
That's true. Yeah. Well, even the same thing with like Last Starfighter for
Yeah,
that
you're
matter.
like, huh.
Yeah.
But I mean, back in '95 when like we first saw this, we were like,
Yeah.
"This is the fucking coolest thing ever."
Yeah. We were so stupid.
Like,
But, you know,
I kept on saying- 'cause
it's
I kept
such a
on saying,
fun
I was
movie.
Like, I was
Yeah.
pissed off after we watched it on tape. I was like, why did I fucking skip this in the theater?
Yeah.
Because I would have
Yeah.
fucking gone crazy for it.
And unlike movies today, there's
But
no
like I said-
post-credit scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But like I said, Mortal Kombat came out like the week before, so I was all into Mortal Kombat at that point.
But that was
And
hackers.
also, United Artists, I don't believe exists anymore.
No, they do not.
No.
Sony absorbed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
MGM only exists in name only
Okay, so
for branding.
So Sony actually owns MGM too,
Sony owns MGM. Yes, that's
Okay.
that's how they got the Bond movies.
or okay.
Yeah. But I know, like I don't know if he still does, but I know like Tom Cruise had some kind of stake. He had some kind of stock in United Artists, so he
Yeah.
was actually like a few years ago. He was actually trying to bring
Bring it
United Artists back.
Yeah, Sony bought out MGM or United Artists was a subsidiary of MGM.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then
yeah.
Sony bought MGM, therefore they ended up buying United Artists by default, and they just said, fuck United Artists, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And they were just, they basically only use MGM as like a name.
Yeah.
It's not really a production company anymore, it's just a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a brand.
More than likely what Disney's going to be doing with Fox.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
cool music, visually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Costumes are cool. It's dated as fuck.
Yeah.
Right. But like you said at the beginning, it's the cast in it is
Make it
it's a
work.
good
They make
it's a
it
good
work.
cast.
It's worth watching because they look like they're having fun, and it's fun to
Yeah.
watch them.
Right.
And at
And they
least
all look like
like
they get along really, really
Yeah.
good.
and people just before they're about to hit it big. You
Yes.
know?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
And
nobody
it's a
knew
good
who the
and a
fuck
good
any of these
couple,
people were.
like you said, good character actors. Because like
Yeah.
the guy that was Nikon, it's like
Yeah.
you've seen him in other stuff.
yeah, Lawrence Mason.
Yeah.
And,
And the
well,
thing is, he's always playing like some badass,
yeah.
asshole, and here he's like just playing like a nerd.
Yeah.
And
It's funny to
well,
me.
and Wendell Pierce, who like as we mentioned earlier, who's now gone on to be like you see him in TV
He's
a
a
lot, and,
character
he's a regular character on
Jack Ryan.
So.
Yeah.
Obviously, Angelina Jolie and Jonny Lee Miller.
Yeah.
Right.
Renoli Santiago disappeared.
And where that was Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew Lillard's kind of disappeared off the
Yeah.
face of the earth because
He does
made
a lot.
He made a lot of bad
he does voice
decisions.
acting.
Yeah,
and
he's
shit like
he's
that,
really
yeah.
he's really into the voice acting, and he's
Yeah.
also got because nowadays like YouTubing and twitching D&D style games
Oh, he
is
does
really
that?
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another reason I'm a big fan of his is because he's a huge RPG gamer.
Well, the other thing too is like he has a guaranteed lifetime job now because Casey Kasem's dead, and
Oh, that's true,
He is
yes.
basically now taking
He's the new
over
Scooby.
for-
Yeah.
for
Top 40?
No,
no,
all
no.
the Scooby Doo stuff.
No, for
Oh,
for
just-
Shaggy.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Shaggy now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Shaggy, because now he's even like on I think on all the cartoons and stuff, he's now the voice of Shaggy.
Yeah.
Because he did it so well in the movies.
Yeah.
Too bad those movies weren't good.
Which I remember hearing like his, and this is probably this I can't I'm hoping for his sake he figured out a better way to do this because as somebody who does do impressions and who did come from theater world. If he continues to do this, it's probably killing his voice. But I remember he said like for the first movie or whatever, to get the voice, he would scream himself hoarse.
Yeah.
If
not
he's
good.
no, that is not good for you. I mean, because there are ways you can do that without having to go that extreme. But I think he was trying to be all
figured out a
method.
way at this point to
Yeah.
Right.
be able to manipulate his vocal
voice.
cords
Yeah,
or whatever,
exactly.
make it warble like it's supposed to. Hey, okay, so what do we take away from this movie?
Takeaways out of this is that some like you were saying,
The
some
90s was rad.
totally rad. Hollywood still was doing the whole. This is what we imagine.
The internet is going to be.
Yeah. This is what we imagine this
it
stuff
was
looks
also
like.
ahead of its time.
Yeah.
I agree.
But so was Tron,
Well,
for that matter.
well, that's the thing is you watch Tron. Well, the thing about Tron was the lingo they were using and all the things they were talking about went over everyone's head because
Yeah.
that stuff was not in the vernacular yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But nowadays, everybody knows what the fuck RAM is and all
Yeah.
that shit. So,
Yes.
like, it makes sense now. Same with this. Like, when they're talking about, like, the dial-up and all that kind of shit, you're like, what?
Yeah. It had the same... You're right. It's got the same exact concepts that
Like,
were
they expect you to
over the
know,
right people's heads.
But it went over everyone's head.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they don't play down to you. I mean, like, they do explain a couple of things.
Yeah.
But they're not fucking, like, talking down to you like a little kid.
Yeah.
Well, in some parts, I would say yes, because
Like, when they explain the freaking thing
because
and all
at
that,
some
but-
points the audience is just as dumb as the Lorraine Bracco character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like she's really only there for the exposition parts.
Just to be like the audience's voice of, hey, what is that?
Yeah, what are you talking about? I don't understand. And then
And then just get completely annoying by the end of the movie.
Yeah.
What do you learn? Don't cast Lorraine Bracco in your movie.
But
Freak got raped to death.
yeah. Oh, no. We already know two possible futures Freak had.
Also, actually, like, Con Air is the sequel to
Yeah,
Hackers.
exactly.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like either that happened,
sister
or
movie
you
to
can either,
Hackers.
you can either argue that
Or
Con Air
Daylight.
is what happened to Freak, or Daylight is what happened to, because in both those he plays prisoners.
Yeah.
Maybe Dangerous Minds is the prequel to this. Like, he used to be a gangbanger, and then to get out of it, he got into hacking.
Maybe.
He's been playing the long game with this character.
Yeah. The 90s were hip for rollerblades and Dayglow pagers
In techno.
and techno.
Oh, and also the most important thing, apparently you see more of this movie, well, and you can argue with any movie, you see more of it in wide screen than in pan and scan. Well, once again, thanks for coming to the show. And,
Thank you for having me again. I
introducing
love
me
this
here.
movie, and
Yeah.
I'm glad to be here and talk about some of my favorite stuff.
And to all of you out there listening to us, thank you for tuning in. As per usual, we hope you enjoy our podcast. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and what's the most important thing to do?
Does it start with share?
I believe it starts and ends with share. I guess we will see you guys next time.
Hack the planet!
Hack the planet, baby!
Can't get this in stores, man!